Hey, welcome back, and today's video is going to be my Pan That Palette update number 3? Yes, and I'm going to show you my progress so far in my Pan That Palette challenge for the year of 2017. So I'm doing 2 palettes because I'm stupid and overly ambitious for my first year. So I'm doing the Tarte Swamp Queen palette and this Lancome mini I have. So let us begin. I will try to insert pictures to show like what my progress was. I don't know if I have any from the beginning, but I will try to grab screen grabs and show you. They might be kind of crappy, but maybe I'll get the point across. Anyway, so starting with the Tarte palette, my progress is going slow. I haven't hit pan on anything yet, so let's just get that out of the way in this palette. There's no pan, but for the month of March, I decided to just focus on 3 colors instead of jumping all around the palette. So I focused on these 3 up here, which is Haunting, Uncommon, and Man-Cat. And as you can see, I have a dip in, what is this, Haunting. I have a dip in Haunting. There's a very slight, like you can't even tell, dip in Uncommon, and Man-Cat's like probably the most untouched looking because that was pretty much my crease shade. And I actually did a get ready with me video for this look. So if you're interested to see like how I was using these, I think I'll be putting that up tomorrow, unless I chicken out and don't put it up. But yeah, so I mean, other than that, as you can see, there's not a lot of progress in this palette as it is. And I have to say it's a little bit discouraging because, you know, there's people that are like hitting pan on everything already, and like most of their palettes are pan and stuff like that. And here I am with like a major dip, and that's about it. But I mean, at the same time, a lot of my eyeshadow palettes look pretty untouched. So the fact that this one actually, you can tell that I have been using it, is pretty nice. So really quickly, I guess I'll go over what my plans are for the month of April. So I'm going to again pick colors to use specifically for this month and only for this month. And I've decided actually for April to only use the Swamp Queen palette because I have been pulling in this to help out a little bit, to try to work that in. And I also would like pull in like other singles, eyeshadow singles in and stuff like that, try to get use out of my eyeshadow singles. But I've decided to only use this palette for the entire month of April. And that's mainly because starting May, I will be traveling a bit. For May, June, and July at least, I will be traveling. And this is not as travel friendly as this is, so this will be getting a lot more use when I'm going on trips and stuff like that. So I want to just focus on this one palette for now and see if I can at least get a couple more dips in, because the fact that my biggest dip is only in one shade is a little bit also not as, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. So for this month, I've actually, instead of going in a whole row, I've decided to kind of skip around. So I'm going to be using the top row, but only these 2 shades, this shade, and I'm actually going to be pulling in this bronzer even though I'm not trying to pan it. So this is Share for Share. Where is it? No, I'm not using that one, sorry. So that is Natural Peaches, Dogman, and Big Baby, and then the bronzer is Sweet Tea. And the reason I'm going to be using these 4 is I want to do a very light look, and so the reason I'm only using those 4 is because I actually have a mini Kat Von D liquid liner in Trooper that I'm trying to pan for my May the Panning Be With You challenge, and I actually have not used it at all yet, and that is done by May the 4th. So I wanted to pick a look that I could use, like, I mean, obviously you can put a winged eyeliner like anywhere, but I wanted that to be the focus, so I chose those shades because they're like a little less, like more subtle, and it won't be like as extravagant of a look, and it'll be really easy for me to do on a day-to-day basis as well, because that's like my biggest thing is I need to like be able to wake up and do this as fast as I can, and that liner is gonna like obviously slow me down a bit. So I'm just trying to throw in shades that I know that will be easy to blend together and make look decent while I'm rushing in the morning. So that's my plan for this. So yeah, here's what it looks like now. Get a good shot. Okay, so this is what I'm looking like right now, but as you can see, at least there's some progress in that. So I'm hoping that next video I'll be able to show you even more dips, even a pan if I'm lucky, but you know, we'll see. I'm trying not to get discouraged because at the same time I do only have 9 eyeshadows that I'm trying to go through for that palette at least, but anyway. So moving on to the Lancome Mini. This was a gift with purchase, so I don't think it actually like has a name. It does show the names of all the colors on the back though, so I can tell you that as well, or at least. So this is my progress right now. As you can see, I do have a dip, if it shows. I do have pan, I should say, in this right here, and this is actually called Pink Petals is the color name. And here's a shot of what it looked like in my last video update. So as you can see, the Pink Petals color is the one I have been using the most, and it is kind of like it's kind of like my skin shade, so it's really easy to just like use it to blend out the edges of my eyeshadows, stuff like that. I haven't been really using it as a eyeshadow base, which I know a lot of people do, because I don't feel like I need to set my primer really. Like I was doing it, but then I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this because it doesn't need it. And I guess the one thing that kind of sucks with using this is that I've been neglecting to use the light shade in the Swamp Queen, which is Big Baby, which is what I've decided to use next month from Swamp Queen. So I won't be using this at all in April. So probably won't see any progress on this until my May update. But the one I'm most scared of is the gray and the black at the top, and that is Clock Strikes 12 and the new black. And the thing that kind of sucks with the black is that it is metallic, but I have an idea of how I'm going to use it, but I'm not going to use it right now. I probably won't. Those are probably going to be like the last 2 shades I end up panning, but so I mean that's about it. That's my update for my Project Pan That palette for the year 2017. That is update 3. I'm sorry it's not as exciting as some other people's updates. I know there's people that, like I said, have hit pan on like almost all the colors in their palettes so far. I'm obviously not as, I don't know, lucky. I don't know. I definitely do have an issue with sometimes I just don't wear makeup for like 3-4 days in a row, so that definitely kind of affects the progress and the speed I'm going in. But like I said, I'm excited with what I have so far, and I'm looking forward to see how maybe by June, which will be half a year, like what that kind of update's going to be like in comparison from the beginning of the year. So anyway, I hope this video was, I don't know, enjoyable, fun. I wouldn't say informative because I don't know that I really taught you anything, but I hope you enjoy that video is I guess what I'm saying. So yeah, that's it. And so I hope I'll see you next update or next video or whatever, and yeah. Bye.